a ball family conversation on the mailbag to get to Kargeor's world, man. But happy again to be here. Joined again by Jerrell, Leeper, Dominic Rowe. I'm Wilson Tarvey Jr. So we don't. Sometimes I forget to get back over my mountain sports and do stuff. So
Right.
Trying to get in the habit. So remember to do that. That being said, we just got a couple things to talk about tonight. And this is the fun part about this. The timing of this is going to vary each and every week. Sometimes it'll be 30 minutes, sometimes it might be 15. We'll see what's going on. On my mind, something that's been bothering me oh so much. And, it's going to bother me some more. So, and this is almost like rant level, like rage level for me because it bothers me so deeply. And that, when I bring up the topic, you already know what it is. So we had a crazy place. And I love draft Twitter, by the way. But we at this place right now when a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback is not good enough to play quarterback in the NFL. We're literally at this place. We've been at this place several times the past couple years. Last year, a certain gentleman that took Houston by storm, that dropped all the way down to the 12th pick for no good reason,
Politics.
did everything he needed to do from a resume standpoint on a collegiate level. Beat Alabama in one of the most memorable college games. Obviously, it's not the most, but it made that list. Everybody was tuning in. Everybody was watching. It was one hell of a victory for Deshaun Watson and company. So we get into the draft season, and I was telling you this last year, midway through the college season, these people about to make me mad. So we're here yet again, Dap.
Yeah, we are.
And this time with Lamar Jackson. Lord Almighty. Last year, Heisman Trophy winner.
Right.
Put up crazy numbers.
Right.
We are literally at a point right now, bless Todd McShay's heart, Mel Kiper, all these good people that know what they're doing. I'm going to use that Robert Riley air quotes because I don't agree with you people. We're at a place where he's better served to play safety. Yet, I'm looking at this quarterback class, and no disrespect to Sam Darnold, no disrespect to Josh Allen, no disrespect to Josh Rosen. What's been so great about their body of work that makes Lamar nothing more than a safety or a running back or a wide receiver?
Can I chime in?
Oh, yes, please do. I just want to know.
All right. So let me get this straight. Lamar Jackson last year beats out Deshaun Watson and wins the Heisman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next season, he arguably has a better season on a team that without him is horrible. Horrible. He is Louisville. And they want him to play safety. I saw wide receiver today on Twitter.
Uh-oh.
Are you serious? Baker Mayfield beat him to win the Heisman? Don't get me wrong, Baker's cool. Don't get me wrong, Baker's cool. He's not Lamar Jackson.
Look, this is the thing. I have no issue with Baker winning the Heisman this year because his team won more than Lamar's did.
Okay.
Cool. Winning should play a role in that.
Absolutely.
I have no issue. You know what I'm saying? But to act like Lamar all of a sudden is just playing quarterback most of his life, preparing to play this position, is all of a sudden no longer considered for the position. It's just absolutely ludicrous to me. I don't quite understand it. Just Domo, your thoughts on it?
I don't understand it either. I don't know. That's why I cannot listen to certain people that have these radio shows and sports shows. It seems like they're just talking out of their mouth, especially in the DC media. But we're not going to get into that. This man produces. I don't know if it's a stigma. Every week. And they say, I don't know if it's a stigma on black quarterbacks. Or they say, oh.
No, it is.
Because, black, we weren't allowed to play the quarterback position until the 70s, 80s. Warren Moon came along. At first, we were only allowed to play on the lines because they didn't think we had the brains to play those skill positions. So I feel like it's still a little bit of stigma from that. I guess they felt like, oh, he can't drop back, take the right steps back, scan the field. All he's going to do is drop back and Vince Young it. Or they're Jamarcus Russell. Although they had their own flaws, but this guy proves every week he's scanning the field, he's escaping, and then he's staying in the pocket. I seen today somebody put, oh, they're 8-4, or they have this record. Well, what would their record be without Lamar Jackson?
Well, hold on. My biggest thing, and this is the thing, I don't like tearing another prospect down and build another one up. So Let me put that out there to initially begin with. I have seen nothing but excuses for why Josh Allen has struggled this season. Nothing but excuses.
Nothing, right.
We are not supposed to look at the realities of his situation, we're not supposed to judge him differently, judge his talent because of those who might be lesser around him. Yet, we go to Louisville, and this young man who's already won the Heisman, arguably, as Jerrell said, had a better year statistically than he did last year. Not that he should be a mid-round pick, which even that I could take the disrespect, and I'll slide with it because a mid-round pick's a mid-round pick.
Right.
But to say that he should give up the position, this is where we're at. That he doesn't have the mental aptitude, fortitude, whatnot, the production, the resume to play that position on next level is absolutely
Like,
Trying to tip Tebow, my man.
No, check me out. I just looked up, Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen plays at Wyoming.
Yep.
Wyoming.
Yep.
For quarterback, right? If Josh Allen was really that guy, Wyoming would be nice. And even if they weren't like nice, you would see like, okay, he's putting his team on his back. Like Lamar Jackson is Louisville. Think about it, the reason he lost to Deshaun last season was because of his defense. No, it was wide receivers. They couldn't catch.
Deshaun was on a better team, and it's not to take away from Deshaun.
Yeah, and it's
Deshaun
not.
was a better player last year. In that game, they had that game. Deshaun was a better quarterback last year.
But that team, like Louisville's team, like I can't tell you 5 pro prospects on Louisville's team.
I'll tell you too.
Clemson was loaded.
Two, like
as was evidenced by the draft last
like-
year.
Right.
Loaded.
Lamar. And then this year,
Alabama.
he's been in the pocket more. He's been progressing through his reads.
But see, like,
He's
this is
still
my thing.
spectacular.
This
I
is
don't
my
get
thing
it.
With the pocket thing, just because he can't run, he's blessed with elite speed. How does he all of a sudden magically become a runner? We were at this place where Geno Smith somehow, just because of the color of his skin, was seen as a running quarterback. Geno Smith can't even run. Geno Smith runs funny, and I'm not knocking Geno. I'm just saying that's not the dude that I'm worried about taking off for 50 and 60 and I can't catch up to. I've never watched Geno play and be like, man, that's some Cam Newton stuff right there. No one's ever done it. Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy B sat in the pocket the entire time. It's crazy. Same school, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's really
same
interesting,
school.
right? Same school. I don't remember if it's the same coach, so let me not know that. But what I would like to point out is a lot of people want to say that because if you looked like real quickly at the offense that Lamar runs, people are quick to just be like, oh, it's simple. No, it's not. It's Bobby Petrino has one of the most complex offenses in
college. Yeah.
There's a lot on that young man's shoulders, especially above the neck, for him to take care of. There's a lot on his plate. Stop this, man. We just gotta stop this. Like we really gotta stop. And I'm probably gonna rant like 50 times more about the draft. Now you're laughing, but like
No,
like this is one
we've talked about
there's
it.
a
so I
couple
know.
things, Domo, that just get me over that point where there's no stop sign. That's one of them. Because every year I see it coming. I told Jerrell this last year with Lamar.
He
I
did.
was like, in a year, we about to watch some made up stuff happen. I didn't think we were gonna get to the point that he couldn't play quarterback anymore, or he shouldn't be a quarterback. But shout out to 2017, taken to a new
Whoever
heights.
drafts him, first and foremost, I hope he doesn't, come in the NFC East.
Redskins. Sorry.
As much as I would love that, we're gonna ruin it. I don't want to even do that
I
to
don't want
him.
me either.
I don't want to do that to him.
Look,
No, I love my team. I don't want to do that to him.
It takes a real quarterback to lead that team.
No,
Could be
no,
it.
no,
It's a
no.
better situation all the way around. Like you
We
said,
we
from top to
witnessed
bottom.
what happened with Robert Griffin III. I don't want Lamar to and this is it would
Screws loose a little bit with him.
it would happen.
I
A
mean,
South Florida
you say
kid.
that about the top to the bottom was loose.
Yes.
Screws up. Loose.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm just saying.
49er.
I mean, I'm just okay. So look,
I just don't want him in NFC.
I'm just saying, man. I don't feel like getting to this part next year where we do this fake shock thing
Right.
about somebody who was really good in college being good in NFL.
Right.
Like, why did we get to this point this year when everyone's like, oh my gosh, Deshaun Watson, like, he's cooking. Oh my gosh, he's doing the same stuff he was doing
He's doing in college.
Like, oh my God. Oh
My
God.
thing was when Deshaun even got to Houston, it was like, why is Tom Savage starting over him? Like, why was he even the week
No,
one
maybe
starter?
him to hold the clipboard.
No. I get that. Just because Bill O'Brien got a complex offense, I get that. And I give Bill O'Brien credit for understanding that you got to meet the player halfway. And I think that's something that, especially in football, coaches don't always do.
They don't.
It's kind of like just you got to learn this. Like, no, that's cool or whatever. But how about we find a space in the middle and we go and then we add to it. And I want to give Bill O'Brien credit for that because he didn't baby Deshaun, gave him everything.
He gave him the clip.
And he had it because Houston's offense was doing things we didn't see in Houston for quite a while. They were putting up numbers now for a little while. Then he goes down and you see the significant drop off. He just lost to the Niners last week because they don't have you got DeAndre Hopkins and nobody. You got Lamar Miller. You got skill position and no quarterback. And that's how much of that position makes a difference. And we saw just in his rookie year how much he was missed.
No, I agree. I mean,
So-
in my fantasy league, my boy was like, "Yo, I'll trade you Will Fuller." I was like, "Why? Deshaun Watson just got hurt. That's a waste of a pick."
Yeah, and think about that. Like, people were questioning what Will Fuller was last year, right? We were trying,
Definitely.
and then Deshaun gets him, and it's like, hey,
He
Will
had
Fuller's-
at one point, Wilson, 11 catches,
Yeah.
7 touchdowns.
I'm
That's
just saying,
crazy.
look,
That's wonderful.
I'm just saying. And then we saw DeAndre Hopkins going from every once in a while having crazy games to a consistent threat every week because dudes using the whole field. It was just at a different place. Like, everything was just at a different place, man. So it's like, that's just what's been frustrating me, like so much right now. We got a few minutes left, and I know you said you wanted to talk about your team situation, so we got a little bit more time left, man. Let's go ahead. So what you want to
on,
ask, and I'll be
man.
nice about it. Go ahead.
What do I want to ask?
What do you
Please
want to
be
ask?
nice, Wilson.
Yeah, I ask, and we'll try to do this every week. Y'all bring stuff to the table, and I ask in my most civil way. Shade after the show. I'm cool for right now.
The Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. What about him?
Does he have the it, or
Okay.
is he just a guy?
Okay, so
Does he have the it?
I don't think he has it.
Maybe talking about Oladipo.
No,
you
I'm
said he got
just
that dog.
Yeah. I don't
No,
think he
Kirk
has
doesn't
that.
have the
Like, I
dog.
don't think he has that. I do think you can win with him. Okay,
Absolutely.
I think that. I also think that what people are seeing in this situation is that you can't just put anything around him.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like for him to succeed, you may have to make sure that the pieces around him are equal to or greater than. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. But he definitely doesn't have the it.
Now,
So
can I,
from a team building
I'll go
standpoint,
after you.
yeah.
Wilson, you're a historian and you're a fellow Redskin fan. I think Kirk Cousins reminds me of Mark Rippon in the sense that it's based off the talent around him combined with his confidence. Because I remember, like, I had the 91 highlight tape, and I watched it, like, my whole life. So in 90, we played the Niners, and Matt Millen, he told, like, in the NFL films, he was like, I looked at his eyes in the beginning of the game, told our team we're going to win the game. He doesn't have it. He's not confident. Now I'm on the team. He's confident. And when Kirk's been confident, i.e. against the Raiders this year or against the Packers last year,
Significant
it's
difference.
beautiful.
Yeah.
When he's not confident, we're not winning the game, period.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Do you
Alright.
agree with that?
See,
Yeah, I'm with you. Couple,
Cool.
real quick. Now I'm gonna go ahead.
real quick. We had a very good offense last year. Came down to the last game, New York Giants. There's been more games than just the New York Giants game, but that last game is either win or go home. We didn't win. Games this year, he could put us over the top. Nothing happened. Look, man, football is a man's game. You make mistakes, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna make interceptions, but you have to be the leader of men.
Everybody, see, this is the
The
thing.
leader of men, the camera.
Hey, look,
Leader of men.
And this is why that position is so hard to grade all the time, because this is one of the things about Deshaun Watson nobody questioned. They questioned everybody else. But that thing you're talking about right there, everybody agreed on.
Agreed.
Because nobody could dispute that.
I'll take heart
Right?
over anything else.
And everybody was trying to make it seem like the skills don't match the heart, which that wasn't the case. But I find it interesting that was the one thing that even they couldn't, even the naysayers couldn't.
Yeah,
Can I
no,
say one more
absolutely.
little thing?
Yeah.
One
real
more
quick.
little thing. We
We're
haven't
not talking
won.
about the skins for like a month. Go ahead.
We haven't
fine.
won in so long. There are people like Kevin Sheehan and all these other players want to keep taking up for the guy. Want to keep taking up. Kirk did this. Kirk did this. He's this. He's top 5. If we're not winning with him, I can go to sleep that night and not care. Now, if the Aaron Rodgers gets cut, Drew Brees, they're gonna have a fit. If we're not winning with him, bye.
Look,
I'm
man.
tired of it.
Look, again,
They keep trying to save this
Look,
guy.
I mean, I don't know what
Win.
would be our best
Look.
option. If we cut him, and cutting him would be cool,
All that
but
money.
who are we bringing
See,
in?
this is the-
You
Because-
see, we need a team around him.
Nah,
We
nah,
give
but-
him all that money. Come on,
Nah,
man.
but-
Build the team.
But see, this is the thing. This is why what happened the past couple of years is gonna come back, and why it plays a pivotal part.
We got
you
the
guys
talent.
Going forward, is you're in a situation where you can't afford to let him go now,
yeah.
and you know what I'm saying? Because you literally like you could have last year, you could have afforded it, because you had a higher pick. Well, nah, you had a lower pick last year, right? Nah, because you still ain't make the playoffs. Or did
We
you?
didn't
Yeah,
make the playoffs at all.
We
So
had
it
a
wasn't-
winning record, yeah.
No.
It was a winning record, but still not
Yeah, right.
anything significantly different.
Right.
Okay. So, again, I probably would have signed him to a lower deal a couple years ago, got that done.
That's where we
right?
messed up.
And then that's what I'm thinking, something that's going to come back to bite you a little bit. But
Bruce.
now you're in a position where, you can't really afford to let him go because it's like you don't have the guy in the building right now to take his spot. So you got to try to figure, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how many steps backwards do you want to go? And that's why, again, why I'm so happy with the situation with my team this year is like, I at least know that. Like, there's a lot of things wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Started from the top.
So early. But look at what had to change. We had a toxic environment.
Y'all did.
We were at a
Very
great place.
toxic.
And what happened upstairs messed everything up.
Hardball,
like, I
all
mean,
of that.
Balky blew that whole thing up.
It didn't take y'all that long, though.
York. But think about that, how quickly they learned that that's what you need. You need to fix that.
Very quick.
And what they did, and when they got 2 guys and you minding your business.
But here's the difference between the Niners and the Redskins.
What's
York
that?
comes from
Oh, no. But even then, York was off some Snyder stuff for some years. And then he got the ear of his ways. The other thing is he got people in his ear. Yeah, he got a couple big people in his ear that do help. But again, this is something we could talk
when you
about.
come
all
from the
day.
DeBartolo tree, like you know greatness.
Nah,
Like,
but at the same token, this is how I look at it as a fan. If you come from that tree, how the heck did you let Balky do all this stuff? He should have been out of there.
Right.
You shouldn't let one man bring that thing down.
that's fair.
And you let Ego, you was right along in there with Ego, and nah, I'm not getting my credit. And all that stuff towards something beautiful down for no good reason. Start from the bottom for what? You did that
from the
for
bottom.
no reason. But want to thank everybody for tuning in. Kargeor's World. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Don't forget the Focus TV on Tuesdays, the Mail back on Thursdays, and get over my Model Sports, and also Finest Magazine.
Swag.